フルカウンター
Alright lads, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, boys. 4-Wing King, Festival King, Chat King, Adult King, whatever you want to call him, has now been revealed and is coming out tomorrow or in a few hours now for JP. And boys, this is going to be a before you summon it, should you summon. I will say, yes, it's completely worth it. This is the best banner in the game. It has the first time we're going to be getting Lolly Merlin in like 8 months even. It's got Escanor, the One, Sario, Tamio, Chandler. He's got Brunhild as well. This banner is peak Grand Cross. So what I'm about to say is only for a select few people, and I'm not gonna lie, people on JP, if you're watching right now, you're probably not gonna listen, but just hear what I have to say, because if you're a massive slime fan, then you might want to hear me out here. So I'm not gonna lie, Netmob was really smart. They moved us too close to the JP to where we don't know what's coming on global, and we kind of do, and you can't wait one day, because what's it? So for example, JP got this 2 weeks ago, then we got it, you know, literally yesterday, and at that point on Tuesday when this banner does come out, or whenever a new banner comes out, we have no idea what is next. Now in this situation we did, because we knew it was gonna be a festival, we knew King was coming, so we kind of knew King was coming, right? But in a normal situation, you don't know what's next. Obviously, if you wait one day till the next Wednesday, which is today, then you will know who the next banner character is on JP. So we can kind of wait a day, right? But my point still stands. You don't know what's coming. Now the massive difference and why the 2-week gap is important is because, well, JP gets King, and then we get King 2 weeks later, which means we literally do not know what's coming at the end of Festival King's banner. And why is that important? Well, if you watched my video a few weeks ago now, I made a video saying when the slime collaboration could be coming, and I said it would come after Gopher. Now, I was wrong. It was not slime, but it was a collaboration, and it was King of Fighters. So my point stands here, boys. After Festival King, there's a high chance we're going to be getting the slime collaboration. Now will it happen? Will it be, you know, Attack on Titan Part 2, whatever it may be, ReZero Stranger Things, whatever it may be? If we are going to get a collaboration, it is always, and it's confirmed at this point, boys. I'm not going to try and say the theory. It's confirmed at this point. We always get collaborations after Festival units. I mean, I'll say it again in case you don't remember, but when we got AOT, we got it right after God Elizabeth, literally right as she left. Then we got King of Fighters the first time around when Festival King left, literally right afterwards. Then Lolly Merlin, we got her, she left, then we got ReZero. And even though the actual Zeldris banner was 2 weeks long, we still got Stranger Things afterwards. And then obviously last month we got King of Fighters right after Gopher. So essentially, boys, there's no if, what's, or buts about it. If we're going to get a collaboration, it will be after a festival unit. So yes, I know, saying this right now, it's going to be quite hard for you lot on JP if you're trying to save, but if you're on global, I highly advise you not to wait 2 weeks, because, well, you can still summon for King, and, well, to be fair, if you're on JP, you can still summon, because, before King would leave, we always get that, like, that 5-day countdown to the actual collaboration, so you know before the banner does leave if you're going to be getting a slime collab or not, right? Well, us on global, we have to wait 2 weeks long, and, I know it's hard. Listen, boys, listen. I'm going to be truthful here. I know it's hard. I said I wasn't going to summon for Magelda until I saw King, but seeing her in-game and just seeing what, like, her voice lines and seeing her actually, like, play, I had to summon. Now, I have to, boys. I have to here. Personally, have to skip King 2 weeks, though. Because, well, if we find out King is, well, after King, we're not getting a collaboration, then that's perfectly fine. Then I can summon for King and not worry, because I know at least right now that we're not going to get another festival for maybe another month or two. And, even after that, that means, well, we're not going to get a collaboration then, because like I said, every time we get a collaboration, it has to be always after a festival unit. And it makes sense because, well, festivals make the most money, free to plays, pay to plays, everyone summons for festival units. And, well, if you look at King's banner, boys, it's a must summon. I mean, the banner is stacked. It literally has everything you want on the banner, apart from the rates, right? The rates can be a bit higher, but it's everything you want in the banner. So Netmarble placing the slime collaboration right after arguably the best banner in the game makes so much sense to me, because arguably right now the slime collaboration is probably the most anticipated one, because, well, it's gonna return the actual old units that we haven't gotten in a very long time. It's I mean, they're not great, but Rimuru, Milan, and Benimaru, people want them, even though they aren't great, right? And with the leaks we've heard, they are supposed to get a massive buff as well into the stats, so these should be good characters. Plus, if we are getting, boys, Veldora, Shion, like, bro, I mean, you lot may have not seen it because I've shown my slime videos, but look, boys, I got my Shion statue. I have the 6-6 Shion. I have the 6-6 Rimuru. I have the 6-6 Veldora. And it should be free. I don't think we're going to get Diablo. I think it might just be free characters, because they're clearly trying to stick to free SSRs per collab. So it's going to be a lot. And you have to, if you're going for that though, if you're trying to be me and you're trying to 6-6 all of them, that's at least like 3k diamonds. So right now I'm a little bit low. So by the time the banner does come out, if it is right after king, then I should have around 3k. At least I'll add up to 3k, right? So yeah, this is my advice, boys. If you're on JP, maybe it's gonna be hard for you lot, but wait till the end of the banner to summon, and then it is what it is, man. And if you're on JP, if you're on global, I highly advise you to wait 2 weeks. And hey, if I'm wrong, if we don't get collaboration, then summon for king. You know, you may have missed 2 weeks of like playing PvP, but you know, it's worth it, because well, if you summon for king and then we got the slime collaboration right afterwards, then yeah, you literally can't get slime collab probably again until next year. Where Festival King, I mean, I'm not saying skip Festival King, right? Because well, I'll get that in a second. But you could, if like recently, buy king in the shop afterwards. You can pull king on the next banner. Where if it was a slime collaboration, you won't be able to summon them for another year. However, I'm not in no way saying that Festival King is going to be worse than the slime collaborations. It's highly, highly likely that the actual collaboration that coming out, like Shion, Veldora, and Rimuru, are going to be infinitely worse than Festival King. So if you are trying to summon for the best character you want to, then go ahead summon for King. But if you are interested in the slime collaboration, the slime characters, and limited characters, then well, you know, you're right on him. So, one thing I haven't done yet is gone through the actual king. So, on screen, you can see his skills. This guy is cracked. I'll throw up some gameplay too. Essentially, what they've done here is made Festival Barn, or Purgatory Barn, look terrible. Terrible. And if they made Barn look terrible, I mean, that means every team in the game is going to be terrible, because, well, King just absolutely destroys. Essentially, it's a cracked Sario. So Sario's skills were single target power strike and was AoE Sever, and King has that but for both AoEs. So AoE power strike, which is just broken, AoE Sever broken too. You literally, I mean, look at the clip. You're seeing on screen now. Barn died in one hit, basically. And, like, if you start first with King, don't even need Margaret. Margaret, there was some balance because, well, you had to get a tier 3 and, you know, build up the tier 3 passive, the Grover passive, take a few turns. But even then, you know, the AoE from Margaret was only one of them, unless you got good RNG. And it would take a lot to kill her, because Barn can build up his stacks, right? Where King, nah, it's a bit mad. The passive is, the passive as well, it's like a mini Margaret buff too. Now, I will explain it because it might be a bit confusing. Increase the hero's damage to enemies when using the skill by 30%. So essentially what you want to do is use this skill first, or use the skill first before you use your big damage deal to get that 30% increased damage. And if for one turn, create a shield equal to 50% of damage dealt to all allies. So, yeah, that is just broken. Imagine Goddess Elizabeth, every time she attacks, she got a skill, or she got a shield. This is what it is. However, it's a little bit different because the shield that it does put up is just based off damage. It's not based off any, it's not cancelling effects. So, you're still doing charge, you're still doing all the other stuff. You can still crit this shield, I think. So, it's not as good as Elizabeth's shield, but still, though, just getting a free shield every single time you attack is just broken. And while that shield is up, you also reduce the damage taken by 100%, so the shield can be quite tanky, and also increase damage dealt by 25%. So, King himself is getting 30% damage increase, but also with the shield up, he's also getting an extra 25%. So, King straight away is getting a 55% damage increase just by using one skill. That is broken, and also your allies are doing more damage too. With his AoE skills, this guy's gonna be cracked. Now, moving on to his ultimate, it's kind of like Ragnarok Diane's passive, but on an ultimate, which is kind of funny. So what it does is it cancels debuffs on allies and buffs on enemies. Where Ragnarok Diane's passive was it just removes buffs of or buffs and debuffs of enemies rather than allies too. And yeah, as you can see, this is limited up to 3 times. Literally, it caps, I think, right? Yeah, it removes 3 buffs per skill, right? Where King, it removes every debuff and every actual, you know, every buff on enemy. So there is no cap to this. And for every buff an enemy or debuff removed off an ally, increase damage dealt by 2% for 1 turn. This, not gonna lie, is quite bad if it is 1/6. As you can see, when it does go 6/6, it is 40%. So, yeah, you really want to get dupes for him. I'm not too sure what the scale is, but I'm sure, because of how good Diane is and how good King is by himself without even using the ultimate, 2, 3, 4, 6 where you want to have him to make him like actually nuke people. But to be fair, like I said, man, with the damage he gets and the passive and just his AoE skills will go for even ranking him up. It's you don't need to get him 6/6. At least it's not like, you know, get 6/6 and you get a whole new ability like how we have Margaret and Purgatory Barn. But yeah, boys, that is it for today's video. King is broken. You should summon for him, but I will say probably do what I'm doing. Maybe just wait 2 weeks or wait a month on JP to see what is next, because if you're a slime fan, you don't have something for King and you regret, you know, not being able to get, you know, Rimuru, getting Veldora and getting Shion. It's you know, you might as well wait. There's no harm in waiting, because you still can get King. You just gotta wait a few weeks, or you know, 4 weeks in JP or 3 weeks in JP and 2 weeks on global. I'd say it's a win-win. I mean, you won't be able to play PvP for 2 to 3 weeks on JP on global, but hey, it might be worth it, because well, if the collab does come out and I am right here, then you know, you save just, or I guess you're not going to summon the King, but you know, you can see what the characters are and if they're worth summoning for. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.